now I request respected Ehsan Arjemandi. He himself was a victim of enforced disappearances. He in 2009 went to Pakistan to meet his family members, and Pakistani forces in front of many people kidnapped him in 2009, and he has been released in 2021, approximately for 13 years. He was a missing person, has never been presented to any court, any tribunal, nor his family members were knowing where he is and under what is his fate, what are his whereabouts. So we are thankful to him for his presence. Also, he has a lot of health issues, but he has came from Norway. He is a Norwegian citizen. So, respected Ehsan Arjemandi, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Munir. Thank you, Mr. Munir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before I say anything, I want to make it crystal clear that I have spent about 13 years in Pakistan securities torture cells, so my psychological condition is not well. If I say anything or do anything that makes you laugh because I'm not okay up here. I was abducted by Pakistan security forces because I was a human rights activist. At that time, I was working for missing person in Balochistan. I was among the luckiest who got out alive. Majority of those who are missing will never return to their families because they don't exist. With respect to Gestapo victims, if I compare Pakistan security setup, it makes Gestapo appear as a human rights defender. What is going on there is beyond anyone's imagination. As I told you, majority of the missing person will never return because most of them has vanished during the integration. The reason that I got out because I was a European citizen, otherwise I wouldn't be standing here. And my friends, my family, Baloch Voice Association, and many others, non-Baloch, has been working hard to get me released. My own government of Norway gave up in 2018. They started believing that I was dead. So from there on, they did nothing to get me released or recover me. I was never charged for anything. I was never presented to a court. However, I was recognized as a political prisoner by the state of Pakistan officially almost 7 months after my abduction. By mistake, in 1 year after my abduction, the state of Pakistan, by its interior minister, Rahman Malik, admitted to the media that they have me. It means that they have abducted me. The reason, as I told you, because I was a human rights activist, they didn't like that, they were not fond of that. During the time of the captivity, I experienced that Pakistan security setup has made it a crime for being a Baloch in nowadays Balochistan. I myself don't concern Balochistan as a legal part of Pakistan. It's an occupied territory. However, we are gathered here because we care about others, regardless of skin color, faith, ethnicity, or nationality, because we are all human. The same way when a scientist in mental medicine is not for himself or his family, it is for entire mankind. So I humbly request you to raise your voice for Baloch missing person. Balochistan is sealed, as Madam said, and I also have discovered that Pakistani embassy, the Consul General, that issues visa to Pakistan, it's not valid for Balochistan. For Balochistan, you need specific permission from the state of Pakistan. And it was the only excuse that my abductees used, that I had entered Balochistan without a specific permission, which I was not aware about. I went to Pakistan with a visa from Pakistan embassy in Oslo. In captivity, I discovered that this visa is not valid. However, almost after 13 years, I was released. The funniest part is that I was not allowed to leave the country because I was accused of overstaying my visa for 13 years, which I had no part. My embassy had to pay it. It's painful for me to stand here to talk about the things I've gone through or I have seen other missing person has gone through. But I just want to tell you one thing. The number of missing person is much, much, much higher than outside world knows. I have seen it. I have seen crowded cells that their family has never managed to report it to anyone. So this number that many human rights organizations are operating with is not correct. The number is much, much, much higher. I am thankful, as I told you, I have huge psychological problems, so it is difficult for me to stand here to have a long speech. I just request you again, please raise your voice for Baloch missing person, not only for Baloch, for all missing persons. Thank you very much.
Thank you, respected Ehsan Arjemandi. I'm highly thankful to you for your presence over here, and that's your commitment to the to fight against enforced disappearances. That you, despite of this health conditions, you came from Norway to attend this event and present your concerns and the way you have suffered, the way your family has suffered when someone goes missing. You cannot imagine how his family suffers from pain, and the people live in trauma. And this is the reality that the thousands of families are living in trauma over there in Balochistan. And this is what the people have said, that everybody over there in Balochistan feels that he might be abducted and might become a victim of enforced disappearances on one day. And this is a report of a survey that 71 people out of 100, 71 fear of being a disappeared person because of whatever they are seeing or they are from the circumstances from which they are going on. It's hard to present that. Now I give